Hey guys, how you doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is a new trial section that I'm gonna do, new videos, maybe daily. It's just a review of FinTwitt, financial Twitter. This is my Twitter if anyone wants to follow me. It's literally just Trading with Dan. I'm quite new to it, not quite new, but I've never really used it. So following a few people, got a few, not many followers, but hey, I'm starting to use it now. Starting to post our videos and stuff, and have a few conversations with some people. But anyway, so let's go and see what is going on the financial Twitter. Here's a fun hedge eye research note regarding the impact of declining energy prices on the US economy from early 2016. It's just as relevant, if not more relevant today. That's quite a while ago. Yeah, obviously we know energy prices are basically important if you've got lots of energy producers, energy companies and oil producers, seeing as you are technically the largest oil producer in the world. The economists, yeah, as many as 2 million Hong Kongers are estimated to have taken part in a demonstration between June and December last year. Hong Kong's police swoop on the territory's most prominent Democrats. I'm guessing that's 15 arrested. Yeah, 15 arrested. Something to do with Mexico, that failed state that is Mexico, run by the cartels. Failed state on America's southern border. Yeah, excellent. Hedge eye cartoons, some economist crap. What is it? Why spaghetti bolognese doesn't exist in Italy? Okay, that's my video. Hedge eye. Oh yeah, here we go. In my oil video I did earlier, I was basically saying, obviously the Fed isn't buying oil, so the Fed is more of a true reflection of what markets should be. Here we've got Alan Greenspan, the originator of basically the Fed put, then Ben Bernanke, Helicopter Ben, Janet Yellen and Jerome Powell. Obviously they weren't going to put Volcker on there because Volcker was actually a decent Fed chairman, not like these guys, the last proper one, and he died actually not long ago. So yeah. Right, here we go. The Fed does not act on one of his well, look at that. Shy Girl, she's and basically an energies trader, but shy for Chicago, based over there, I guess at the CME. All jokes aside, the decimation of oil market is telling us something. It is sniffing out something that the equity markets are not yet. So obviously, and I know you say, but the Fed, blah blah blah. However, do you not see unprecedented moves like this and pay no attention? So basically, this is also what I was saying in the video. The oil market is showing us what the real demand in the economy is for basically stuff, the real demand from consumers, the real demand from for oil basically. And yeah, the Fed isn't buying it, but yeah, so obviously equity markets could take a dump. I mean, the equity markets did follow this oil dump down. So yeah, the Fed can't necessarily go buying up all the oil. Chinese jets probing Taiwanese airspace several times. Yeah, China is on the offensive now. The world's getting more dangerous, guys. There's definitely something potentially gonna crack off soon. Today, the intelligence, Germany's cautious COVID optimism, questioning Saudi Arabia's Yemen ceasefire. Yeah, I mean, I guess Saudi Arabia doesn't really want to keep going in Yemen, in their little proxy war against Russia and Iran. This is why the banks make big bucks. W2I contract turns negative. Quote of the day. Oh, this is a good one. Darius Dale from Hedge Eye. Quote of the day: a commodity that multiple wars have been fought over is now trading like a penny stock. Well, less than a penny stock, I guess, if it goes negative. Hey, it's my video. Oil went negative. That's the video I was telling you about. So it's on my YouTube. This is the Northman trader breaking W2I to be renamed WTF. We are living in crazy times, guys. Octavio Tavi Costa. He's a really good listen to. If you see any of his interviews, a hedge fund manager, based over in Brazil, I think. But yeah, I remember, I was old enough to remember when longs could only go to zero. Obviously we've got longs going to negative nearly 40, and then obviously they were at negative 20 like I showed you in the video. But anyway, crude went negative. Every Max and Stacey, this is the Kaiser report. You should all be watching the Kaiser report. It's brilliant. Every American needs a victory barrel of oil in their backyard. Yeah, fair enough. And Mike Darius said, am I the only a-hole who lost money shorting energy today? I have to be. I'm going to have to take a 15-minute walk to walk this one off. Clearly not my best work. I guess some of the oil stocks didn't actually go down that much. Some didn't go down. So he must have been shorting some oil stocks. That can happen though. You short your favourite oil stocks. They've been going down the week. You picked a good company short. You've been making money on it. But some days you'll just get a counter trend rally. It's how it is. Daniel Lacayo following him, and that's just not saying anything. Real Vision's okay. They did annoy me a bit. I basically paid for their premium subscription. That was about £180 for the year, then so I had all the videos. It's all great, and then like about a month or so after, I'm pretty sure they started basically putting another premium level on where you have to pay even more to watch the better videos that I was watching before. So I feel a bit scammed by Real Vision, so not happy about that. Gregory Mannarino. He's a good watch on YouTube. I watch him daily mainly because his videos aren't very long. But he does have some useful information, but he's buried under just a load of just ridiculous shit that he comes out with. He's just a bit of I don't know. But he's a trader, so he's a short-term trader. So like he trades basically on technicals and charts and shit. So a lot of it is just basically he's just filling the gaps, isn't he, with just basically rubbish that comes out of his mouth. He just says some crazy stuff. Anyway, and he gets some bad calls as well, and then he comes on his channel and says, oh, all my calls are great, He was like at the top of the market. He was like, buy Apple. He was like, they're gonna prop oil up, buy oil. It's like, buy Bitcoin, buy silver, and like literally everything he says, buy basically tanks. Anyway, but then he comes on his video saying, I told you this, and he basically tells you his good trades and then just ignores the fact he told you so many bad ones. Anyway, Donald Trump, the man, the King Donald, King Trump. I'll be having a White House press conference today at 5:30, thank you. Oh, that's what no one's listening to, are they? The Northman Trader, what a time to be alive. -7, obviously, yeah, that was 3 hours ago. It went a bit lower than that. Send us your questions and we answer some on the live stream. Oh, they're having a live stream. Oh, I didn't know that. I do love the Kaiser report, guys. Negative rates, mortgage companies have to pay us to live in our homes. Negative oil, gas stations pay us to fill up. The Fed will save them all. Who needs a job anyway? I mean, yeah, but obviously we still have to pay the mortgage. Even negative rates, the banks just keep that, don't they? And yeah, we're not going to get negative oil because of negative prices at the pumps, because obviously, I mean, the negative price out of the actual crude then has to be refined, transported around, made into like petroleum products and shit. Well, Paul, 2020 is one for the records. Never thought I'd see oil trade at $2.50. Wonder if June WTI will. So yeah, I think they will. June WTI will suffer the same fate. Just might as well short it now. Lynn Alden, she's basically hedge fund manager. A good listen to if you hear any of her interviews. Due to the Fed buying treasuries and other securities, cash levels at the large US banks jumped from 8% of assets to 12% of assets as of April the 8th in absolute terms. So that's a rise of over 500 billion in cash at the large banks. So basically they've given them 500 billion by taking junk off their things. Jason Burak, I interviewed Ron Paul a few years ago and asked him point blank about the currency swap lines in 2008 and the one-time partial Fed order he got before he left Congress. He said most of the loans were waived or forgiven later. So yeah, they're just giving money away. Giving money. This is Jason Burak, Wall Street for Main Street, sorry. Robert Rapier, oil analyst. Why the oil markets are imploding. Yeah, I might have to watch that. I won't read that. I won't read it here while we're with you. Can't wait to buy Tesla and save on gas prices. I was talking to one of my friends about this yesterday. He loves Tesla. Like, he's just basically a degenerate gambler. He basically bought Tesla. It tanked on him. He bought more of it. It tanked on him. He bought more of it. He got to break even, took the position off. And then told me the other day, about 3 days ago, he bought BP. Anyway, but yeah, I can't wait to buy Tesla and save on gas prices. Good one. Yeah, so I can see that tickled me a bit there. Daniel DiMartino Booth, she used to be work at the Fed. Maybe the Dallas Fed, I think it is. Great chart, Liz and Saunders. So you have to go back to the Nifty 50s era of the 1970s. Nifty 50 area of early 1970s. Why would it call it Nifty 50 if it was the 70s? To see a concentration at today's level of what? Oh yeah, sorry. So basically we're talking about how the S&P is basically the FANG stocks, Facebook, Apple, Alphabet, is it Netflix, and Google. Yeah, Google's Alphabet, isn't it? Yeah, but anyway, the FANG stocks. Yeah, they are a bit top heavy. I mean, this is why these markets won't bottom until literally someone takes Amazon around the back and basically shoots it, and then that'll be when when we might be able to start actually. Do you know what I mean? When we come that low, well, then we'll be able to start going up again. How on earth do you end up with negative oil prices today? This happens when physical futures contracts find no buyers close to or at expiry. Let me explain what this means. Oh, we know what that means. Google. The Fed may have provided the illusion that things were fine, but oil served as a crude awakening. So this guy's basically FinTwitt comedian, Northman trader. But yeah, this is again is what I was saying in my video. Oil is basically showing people what is the truth. Peter Schiff, we've got to love a bit of Peter Schiff. I do like Peter Schiff. I don't particularly like how he hates Bitcoin, but he has a well-rounded, reasoned argument. He's not just talking rubbish, but he surely must be kicking himself the amount of time he's been slating Bitcoin. If he just secretly bought some, he would be a lot richer than he is now, because he's been talking about it for a while. The oil price is now negative $3 a barrel. What's happening now in the oil market will soon happen in reverse in the gold market. In oil, the shorts are trying to deliver, but the longs don't want it. In gold, the longs will try and take delivery, but the shorts won't have it. Ah, good point there, Peter. Good point there, Pete. That's true. I like Peter. I like FinTwitt as well. I don't normally spend this much time reading through all the tweets, but I quite like it, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the thumbs up or comments, or if you think it's rubbish, I will stop doing them. Eric Townsend from Macro Voices. These are really good podcasts to listen to. He is an oil trader as well. Oil market. Hey, oil market. I was just kidding last night when I quipped about going to zero today. It was a joke, obviously. Yeah, just this is it. Do you know what I mean? This is the internet today. Here we go. Peter Brandt, legendary trader Peter Brandt. Again, that's not about oil. I'm getting bored of it now. Getting bored of oil now. Yeah, guys, oil went negative. Do you know that? Anyway, Daniel DiMartino Booth. The Fed undermined the market's function of allocation of assets in the bond market because the Fed's interjection itself into markets. Investors are effectively flying blind as to true asset value. So yeah, this is basically no price discovery in markets. I mean, there's been no price discovery in basically the bond market is the biggest bubble that ever has been, and it's gone on for so long, and that is why we can't have price discovery in the interest rate markets, because if your interest rates on these bonds start to go up like they should do, then that's it. That's the end of the financial system. Oh, is it going to be another joke? Another day when something happened that nobody saw coming? But keep making predictions. Yeah, good one. Good. This guy's funny. This guy, I should have been retweeting, shouldn't I? He's funny. As long as it doesn't make me come off my page. EDF. I guess not. We can call this truly. So yeah. So everyone's Luke Roman. He's a bit of attention seeker for his newsletter. Talks rubbish most of the time. He's quite a clever guy, but I say he talks rubbish. I just don't agree with some of the stuff he says. Does today's oil action hint at the extent to which oil markets were financialized and therefore possibly manipulated against the interests of actual oil producers? Does he really think that? I mean, this is what I mean. This is what I think of the guy. I told you, but then when I read this, so you're telling me that they were manipulating prices lower against the interests of oil producers, or because prices went down? So does that show that they weren't getting manipulated like they were getting high? It doesn't make sense, because if it was for the interest of oil producers, it would be higher. So I don't think today just reflects the real value of oil all along. It just reflects the value of oil when there's no storage and basically no one's going anywhere, and we've still got the same production. And it's just like a glut, isn't it? It's like, yeah, it's like if you have a dam and it basically backs all the water up, doesn't it? And then you open it and it all goes. If so, this is the beginning of the end of hyper-financialization of the commodity markets dating back to the early 80s. Yeah, there's better people on Twitter than him, to be honest. But yeah. Next question, which hedge fund is going to go out of business today? They go out of business in a day, they get bailed out by the Fed, they get that small business money, whatever, that business loans, those small business loans that are meant to go to small businesses, they just basically go to gambling. It's like, I could say, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, show your grandkids because they won't believe it. Oh, I think there's going to be more of this to come. Oil again. When's the Fed going to open its crude oil storage facility? Yeah, the Fed. Yeah, when is it? It's another joke that obviously the Fed doesn't have one, but they're involved in manipulating every market. So, yeah, yes, Powell's gonna have to buy a shit ton of oil. Winning. Yeah, so financial Twitter is quite funny actually. I think so anyway. But yeah, so other days there will be other things on here that aren't just about the oil price going negative, because obviously that is big news. So yeah, Kaiser Report, everyone's got to watch the Kaiser Report. It is fantastic. It's one of my favourite shows. But anyway, Stacey Herbert, she's from the Kaiser Report too. Anyway, so we're up 700% tomorrow. We'll be in a bull market in oil tomorrow, guys. But anyway, so that's the financial Twitter review. Let me go. Let me know what you think, guys. Whether you think I should keep doing it, whether you think it's a good idea. Yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon.